challenged myself like 2 days ago, right? I said, you know what? I'm not doing enough lives on YouTube and LinkedIn. Okay, I do lives all the time on other platforms like IG, but I said, you know what? I need to put more time into doing lives on LinkedIn and YouTube. So that's what I'm doing today, right? So um, I don't know what I'm going to talk about though, but I'm gonna do a live here. So but anyway, I'm Russell of Hotels. For people that don't know who I am, I have a live hospitality talk show that comes on every Tuesday, 1 o'clock PST, and it's live here on YouTube and LinkedIn. What do I talk about? I talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of hospitality industry. Mainly some good, or mostly good, but there's some. I slide in some bad stuff every now and then, but it's all good. I mean, the industry's been good to me, so I cannot complain. But I'm a site selection person, hotel site selection person, which means I assist uh, assist companies and organizations with finding hotels for their meeting needs. If that's retreats, if that's conventions, conferences, whatever. It can be family reunions. I don't care. I'm here to help. I'm a resource for those people to assist them with that. It doesn't cost them anything. So just reach out if you have any questions at all regarding that. I also do content creating, meaning I create content for people on the hospitality in the hospitality space, like hotels, restaurants, and tourism. And the restaurants, I try to limit it to the non-meat eats restaurants, right? The restaurants that don't serve meat and things like that, because I am a vegan. I have a vegan diet, so I don't eat that kind of stuff. So I don't want to be, you got to keep things in perspective, right? So I want to make sure that it aligns with me, right? So anyone I help within the restaurant space or food space, it aligns with my beliefs and what I eat. Well, not my beliefs, but what I eat. I mean, I believe I need to eat, right? So it has nothing to do with religion or anything like that. It's more of a health reason for me that I don't eat meat. So not that you needed to know all that, but I thought I'd throw that out anyway. And then also, like I said, I'm a host of my own talk show called On Air with Russell of Hotels. Once again, it comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock PST, live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So I have guests that come on. I mean, you can come on, you can talk about yourself, you can brag about what you do, you can brag about your brand, as well as the brand you represent. So, like I said, we talk about everything hospitality, and the interviews are basically like this. It's about you, okay? It's about, I don't ask any questions that you don't know. You won't know the questions ahead of time, but the questions are about you and your career, how you got started. Did you choose hospitality, or did hospitality choose you? I can't put it any simpler than that. That's basically what the interviews are about. Interviews are about, but it's a way to promote yourself, promote your brand as well as the brand you represent. That's whatever H Hotel or M Hotel or whatever. Then you can go ahead and do that. Or if you're with a tourism board, you can talk about how you got into that, and talk about your destination. So I mean that's what it's all about. So On Air with Russell of Hotels. So those are the three things that I do: content creating, hotel site selection, and I'm the host. I call myself a hospitality personality. Who else would come on and talk about things, right? I am a hospitality personality, but I happen to have a wealth of experience in the hotel, marketing, tourism space, and food space. Because, like I said, I'm all about the non-meat eat. So those are self-taught, right? But anyway, that is it. So I want to come on, like I said, I want to come on and do more lives on particular platforms. You don't have to, and the thing of it is, when people say, "Well, did you really even say anything?" Well, yeah, I got out what I wanted to say, right? Um, but it's all about what am I trying to say? Being consistent with what you do, right? So if anyone knows me, if anyone has been following me, they know that consistency is the key, and those are things that I do, right? So a couple of days ago, where this whole thing started is because a couple of days ago, someone called me on, hey, I noticed your YouTube page or your YouTube channel, and you don't have a lot of subscriptions or a lot of people that have subscribed to my channel. And I knew that it was low, but she said, well, you have 75 people. I'm like, that many? Because the last time I checked, it was months ago. Maybe I had 50. Okay, so I've grown it by 25, right? But then I had to check myself, right, or catch myself and say, you know what? She's absolutely right. I don't know if she called me as is that a challenge or she was dogging me out because I only had 75, but she did say this, as many videos that you have on YouTube, you only have 75 subscribers. And that's what hit me. I'm like, you're absolutely right. So should I blame YouTube for that or should I blame me? No, I got to blame me because I'm the one that's not putting enough effort into that platform. So this is another reason why, and I'm saying that to say this is that, if you're in the social media game, you want to be noticed, you want to be engaged and all this kind of stuff. You have to put in the work, right? I put in the work on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, and all those, and those kind of show that I've done that, right? The numbers or the engagement I get kind of shows that. But YouTube, I'm the only one to blame for that, right? So I say, you know what? I'm going to do more lives on YouTube. And just so happens I use this tool called Restream, which allows me to broadcast simultaneously to two platforms, right? So my two platforms of choice right now would be YouTube and LinkedIn. So that's why the people on LinkedIn are like, oh, why is he here? He's talking about YouTube, but he's here too. Well, that's the reason why. So I said, might as well kill, two platforms with one stone, right? So there you go. So you got a little bit of why I'm doing what I'm doing. And you know what? While I'm on here, I might as well thank a couple people. Mr. Derek Malone, I think he's an account manager with the Palace Station Hotel Casino in Las Vegas. He actually reached out to me a couple of days ago. He reached out just to tell me that he had moved hotels. Who does that, right? It's not every day that I get calls from somebody that say, hey, just to let you know, I'm no longer at this hotel. Now I just transitioned to another one. That's great. We all need to do that, right? Every salesperson that moves from one hotel to another should already have an email list of who they're going to call, or a phone list or email list. You make sure you have a spreadsheet to put all that stuff over. So when you leave, you just kind of just email that to your other email address. And then when you get to the new hotel or your new job, you have all that stuff ready, because we always tend to forget that stuff, right? Because things happen so fast sometimes in this industry where we forget oh shit, I forgot to compile all my email addresses, right? So we need to start that from day one. So as soon as we transition to another hotel, start compiling your email list. Get your spreadsheet together and start putting those emails, those contact people, along with the phone numbers in that list, in that template or whatever you want to call it. Then that way, and you email it to you every so often. So that way, if this transition happens quickly, you already have it in your file, right? In your personal email file. So I want to thank Derek for that. I appreciate that. So he is now at the Palace Station Hotel in Las Vegas. I do appreciate him reaching out to me. And I also appreciate Miss Sarah Guerrero. She is an executive meetings manager at the One Hotel. That's in WeHo. That's West Hollywood for people that don't know. But she reached out to me, sent an email just yesterday and said, hey, she first of all asked me if I had any business for her particular hotel. And I said, well, before I can even answer that, it's been a while since I've seen your hotel. Is it possible I can come over and take a look? And she responded, yeah, we can do lunch. I'm like, hey, this is cool, right? So I appreciate her reaching out. I appreciate the email, and I appreciate the offer to come over and do a site inspection and check out the hotel, or site tour, whatever you want to call it, and check out the hotel and maybe even have a little bite to eat. So I was like, what the heck? Maybe they have some non-meat eats. So I'll, make sure I let people know that One Hotel in WeHo, they have some non-meat eats. So there you go. So I do appreciate that. Sarah Guerrero, One Hotel, which is on Sunset in West Hollywood. So I'm going to be there next week. And then also Destination West in Arizona. I'm going to be attending that. In fact, I just did my, my appointments. They sent out an email. Once you register, they send out an email and say, hey, now it's time to make your appointments. So the minimum amount you can make was 23. I think I did 24 appointments. Hopefully I get all of them. If not, what can you do, right? But so that's next month, and I think that's in Tucson. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I've never done a Destination West in Arizona. I've always put things in Arizona, but I've never been able to, see a lot of the Arizona players in one place at the same time. So this is going to be a good one for me. So, but that's it. And be sure you thank people for, for what they do. I mean, that may be little to some people that like Derek and Sarah would reach out, but it doesn't happen as often as it used to. And it definitely doesn't happen as much as it should. Okay. So just make sure hotel people, hospitality people, tourism people, foodie people, whatever, that if we're transitioning from one hotel to the next, let's make sure we let other people know that. It's one thing for you to, to kind of be proactive with that, and send the emails out, or just for me to find out on LinkedIn, like, oh, so and so left this hotel and went to another one. I mean, okay, that's one way of finding out, but wouldn't we want to know ahead of time? Especially, let's just say you have RFPs out at a hotel and that person was at hotel A and now they're at hotel B. You know what I mean? So let's just try to be more proactive instead of reactive. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's it. But make sure you thank people. I thank people for listening to me, to watching my show On Air with Russell of Hotels, liking the post that I put up, making comments, because as a content creator, you do want to make sure that stuff someone's seeing it, right? And when people make the comments, I mean, that not saying that I feel good about it, but yeah, I mean, it's good that I know that it's resonated with someone, some of the postings that I'm putting up. So, and I appreciate it. So that's why I say you got to thank people, right? You want to thank people that come on your show, thank people that follow you on your show, thank people that support you no matter what. So I do thank you for that, right? You know who you are, right? So anyway, once again, Russell of Hotels, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing more of these, and they don't have to go long. I mean, they can be 5 to 10 minutes if you talk that much. And obviously I talk more than that because it's already 12 minutes, right? I don't know what how long I thought I was going to be on here, but I don't know if 12 minutes was the level that I was looking at. I don't know. But I see a couple of people that have come on. And one thing about me, if you know me at all, if I see comments, I'm going to, I've always recognize those people. So I see Craig Giangrosso. Hey, Craig, thank you so much. When can we do a live together? Yes, soon. And then I see Ryan Hoover. Hey, Ryan, how are you, sir? But I thank you guys so much for, just right there. I mean, you want to thank people for that. I see a LinkedIn user. Good job. Good to see you on a Thursday. Is that Jim? I'm not sure who that is because I don't, one thing about the platform that I use, it doesn't tell me if it's someone from LinkedIn, it does not tell me who that person is. It says LinkedIn user. So, and I know Jim, he's always vocal about seeing me or talking. So it must be Jim. So I'm just going to say that. And maybe I'm wrong, but if you can just tell me, just confirm that it is, or I'm wrong, and I'll quickly apologize. But no, I do appreciate you guys for coming on, and like I said, just the support. I do appreciate it. And that's why I want to come on, but look forward to seeing more of me doing these lives on here on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, because like I said, it's important that if you're trying to reach people and let people know what you do, social media is a great platform to do that. I know we sleep on this. We don't think so. We don't want to do it. We're shy about it. I've asked many people to come on my show, On Air with Russell of Hotels, and people, I've been calling my daughter for like the last 2 days, and now she wants to call me while I'm doing a live. I mean, hello? Anyway, I'll have to call you back. So, but yeah, so make sure we don't sleep on this stuff. I was saying that I've invited so many people to come on Air with Russell of Hotels to, talk about their story. But you would be amazed, and these are salespeople that don't want to come on because, I don't know, they're shy or whatever. But if I'm, okay, let's just, and I don't mean to go off on this tangent, but I am for a minute, right? So if back in the day when I was still on property as a sales manager, and I knew I can reach X amount of people with talking on a live show just like this, or live platforms, because they didn't have this. When I first started in sales, they didn't have this, okay? So I would take so much advantage of that because it's free, right? So you're reaching people that you wouldn't normally reach. And it's not about the people that already know what you do. It's about the people that don't know what you do. Okay. So I'm posting these things. I'm happy that people that will get on and make comments and follow me. These are people that do know me, but I'm more concerned about the people that don't know me. Okay. So that's where the salespeople, that's what they should be thinking. Everyone doesn't know you. Everyone doesn't know what hotel you represent. Everyone doesn't know what market you handle. Okay, they don't know where the one hotel is. I'm just using that as an example. It's on Sunset in West Hollywood. Okay, so I'm telling you that, but everyone doesn't know that, right? So everybody doesn't know Russell of Hotels is based here in LA, but he does content creating, hotel site selection, and has a talk show that broadcasts everywhere, right? They don't know that. They don't know that I plan trips to Italy. They don't know that I have two groups in Italy right now, or one in Italy and one in Greece. They don't know that until I tell someone that, right? So they don't know I do incentive trips. They know I do hotel site selection, but what does that mean? They don't know that. Well, this is a platform for me to tell people exactly what I do. So there's no gray area, right? So just remember, if you get an opportunity to go on a podcast, to be on someone's talk show, to talk about yourself, because you're the brand, right? You're the brand that people buy, right? You may be representing another brand, like whatever hotel you work for, or whatever tourism board you work for, whatever restaurant, foodie, hopefully, non-meat eats food place you work for. They don't know until you tell them, right? Until you let them know, right? So there you go. So I think that's it. I just wanted to come on and say that. Hopefully that resonates with some people. And if you have any questions at all, let me see. If you have any questions at all, let's see. I'm going to give you, I think, can I send it? Can I do that? Okay. Any questions at all, just, there you go. Follow me on LinkedIn, IG, YouTube at Russell of Hotels, Russell Edmond. And where you see that information. So Russell at russellofhotels.com is my email address. So feel free to reach out anytime. You can DM me on any social media platforms. I will respond to you. But I do appreciate you guys for coming on. Appreciate the people that made the comments. Craig, Ryan, and I think Jim Schichter. I think that's who that is. But if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize. But anyway, you guys have a great day, great week, great weekend. And we'll talk to you soon. And I'll probably be back on live tomorrow because, like I said, I'm starting to do these every day, Monday through Friday. So anyway,